Okay, it's day 2. We're going from Camooweal to Croydon via Mount Isa. It's about 830 k's and we've got a new set of wheels for today, the top of the range flagship turbo model. So let's get going.
We're well into Queensland now and we're about to hit the mining town of Mount Isa. After all that breathtaking wilderness, these smokestacks aren't exactly a welcome sight. She's no postcard vista, that's for sure.
This is Cloncurry. It's famous for a couple of things. It was the first destination for the Queensland and Northern Territory Aerial Service, which we of course know as Qantas. It's also the birthplace of the Royal Flying Doctors Association. And talking about flying, I've got to, because we've still got 500 k's to go. One of the big advantages of a V8 is they make light work of overtaking. And out here, where some of the road trains are 53 metres long, that's the equivalent of overtaking a mobile swimming pool, then it helps to have that extra grunt to get around them. Job done.
It's been a long, if not a winding road so far, and out here, if you don't pull over for a break every now and then, you'll start imagining things.
Now we've just broken up our journey with a stop at the Birkin Wheels Roadhouse. Now when Birkin Wheels came through here 150 years ago, there'd have been no popping inside for an ice cream or a soft drink. It would have been hot. Today's about 38 degrees. They would have been tired and progress would have been painfully slow because they came here on camel and horse. And there's a very good chance they would have wound up dead. Now compare that with life in the Panamera. We've got air conditioning, satellite navigation and these great big leather seats with a really nifty air cooling device. Now Birkin Wheels might have had a roadhouse named after them, but I'll take the Panamera any day. Now we're just heading up to the Gulf of Carpentaria and the landscape here is just amazing. It's so barren and so flat. It actually reminds me more of Iceland than Australia. It's like a moonscape. We're here at the Gulf of Carpentaria and behind me is a sight you won't see on the eastern seaboard, the sun setting over the water. Now we've taken a 160 kilometre detour to get here, but it's been worth every kilometre. Well, that was another long day, 1,000 kilometres after the detour to the Gulf, so I'm about ready for the sack. It's day 3, sun's coming up, and we're on the shores of Lake Bellmore, near Croydon in the Gulf of Carpentaria. Now today's journey is a short 650 kilometres, and we're going to end up at Cape Tribulation in far north Queensland.
It's pretty dry out here. We've crossed plenty of bridges, but there's not a lot of water running under them.
We're heading up to the Daintree now, and the landscape's really started to change. After miles and miles of barren flat land, it's becoming a lot greener and a lot more lush, and we're even seeing the odd fern pop up.
And with the change of scenery comes our first decent set of corners in 2,000 kilometres. The Panamera is impressively agile for a 5-metre car. The PDK twin-clutch auto knows just when to change gears. It almost makes the paddles on the steering wheel redundant. And those big brakes don't ever give up the ghost, even on a long downhill stretch. After the excitement of all those corners, the peace and tranquility of the heritage-listed Daintree River is a breath of fresh air, and a good time to cool the brakes while the barge does the work.
Well, after a night in the Daintree, it's back to civilization. It's been an exhausting but amazing journey. Every Australian should try it at least once. Now, the Porsche might have seemed like a strange companion at the beginning of this journey, but it's actually soaked up everything the bush has thrown at it.